Piece number 3, Faith and Hope. Grandfather told me that faith and hope are your greatest companions. He believed that the concepts you hold must be analyzed and well thought through. If you come to a place where you believe you have discovered the truth, that is a wonderful thing. But you must treat all other faiths with respect and dignity. Faith. In Western culture, our churches and synagogues are empty. They were, of course, once filled to overflowing, gushing forth humanity at the close of the service. Was faith any stronger then than it is now? Attendance at a religious service is certainly on the decline, but survey after survey shows that we are a searching lot. The arguments for the existence of God have not lost their vigor. I am always impressed by the vehement rebuttal of religion by eminent scholars such as Richard Dawkins. He has built a very successful career as an educated and astute atheist. His arguments are well-reasoned, erudite, and profoundly clever. What he misses in all his arguments, however, is the point. Nobody cares. We are all forced to make our own leap of faith, a phrase attributed to the Danish philosopher Søren Kierkegaard. When I get up in the morning, I must deal with me and put my day right, decide to have a positive day before the oncoming storm of reality. Hope. My rational and spiritual approach to life is a naked and singular process. Sadly, no one can hold my hand. I am alone in my angst. This is not a bad thing. Everyone must learn to be self-sufficient and strong mentally. I must develop my own sense of hope. The world is a very good place, but that does not constitute an easy existence. One of the great tragedies for the post-millennials is that many are under the delusion that success, in any fashion, can be achieved without effort. An absurd and ludicrous assumption. Life is work, and that is a good thing. Repetitive work, especially at a young age, allows us to hone our skills. We quickly realize that the entity that I must place the most faith and hope in is myself. All beings are filled with self-doubt. Conversely, the unsuccessful ones cannot endure their success and succumb to a panoply of addictions, often leading to an early death. Marilyn Monroe is still considered the image of beauty and an icon of post-World War II Hollywood. She, however, led a very troubled private life, which perhaps has received as much public attention. She experienced addiction and other mental health issues and had 2 highly publicized marriages. She was married to 2 extremes, to athletic baseball player Joe DiMaggio and then to the intellectual playwright Arthur Miller. Both unions ended in divorce. She died at the age of 36 from an overdose of prescription drugs at her home on August 5, 1962. Her death was ruled a probable suicide, but because of her associations with President John F. Kennedy and his brother U.S. Attorney General Robert F. Kennedy, several conspiracy theories continue to exist. On the face of it, this sounds crazy. You have come to the apex of the American dream and you kill yourself? We, sadly, are but islands in our own sea of consciousness. If you want to be happy, it requires diligence and toil. What is necessary is a talk with yourself in a quiet place, preferably. This discussion must focus on the fact that there will always be someone more beautiful than you, though this may seem shocking. There will always be someone more intelligent than you. Unbelievable, isn't it? But there is no one who can be as good as you are at creating you. For that you are the master. These are essential components of a positive and integrated life. You are to achieve greatness as you define it. 2 axioms are important. The first is to believe that you deserve to be successful in your life, whatever that means to you. The second is the conviction that you will be. Mitch Albom's book, Have a Little Faith, has an interesting thought. So, Heavenly Father, what is my reward for my goodness in life? God will say, what reward? That's what you were supposed to do. The great intellectual, theologian, and philosopher Søren Kierkegaard has a thought. If anyone on the verge of action should judge himself according to the outcome, he would never begin. Even though the result may gladden the whole world, that cannot help the hero, for he knows the result only when the whole thing is over, and that is not how he became a hero, but by virtue of the fact that he began.